Today I've got for you a different way to do butternut squash. This is going to be a great option for the holidays. Normally when you see butternut squash, it comes creamed in a bowl. This is going to have a different presentation and I'm excited to share it with you. So the ingredients: butternut squash. We're going to have a little bit of salt, butter, our spices. I'm going to use allspice and cinnamon today, but certainly if you want to try something different, clove might be a substitute, maybe nutmeg, but I like these two. And because I like to stay low carb, I'm going to use the sucrin brown sugar alternative. If you're not comfortable with that for whatever reason, or you just want to go traditional, feel free to use regular brown sugar. The way we cook the butternut squash for this is we cut it into steaks and we do it in the air fryer. If you don't have an air fryer, substitute out a convection oven, or you can just bake it regular. So to start off, you cut off the top part. This is a very large butternut squash. So we're going to give it a little longer to cook. Okay. We're going to discard this part for this specific recipe. I'm going to save this in the fridge and use it for something else. There's a little bit of seed here, so I'm going to go ahead and spoon that out. Okay. I'm going to cut this into about 2.5 3-inch steaks. Before we put them in the air fryer or in the oven, if you're going to go that route, I just put a little bit of oil on the outside of them and a little bit of salt. Okay, now we're going to take the butternut squash steaks and we're going to take them over to the air fryer. We're going to cook this for 30 minutes at 400 degrees. And while your squash is cooking, probably about halfway through, you can go ahead and make the butter mixture. In order to do that, we're going to take a half a stick of butter. We're going to put in some sucrin brown sugar alternative. Again, feel free to use real brown sugar if you want. A little bit of allspice, a little bit of cinnamon, and a little bit of salt. So we're going to start off by melting our butter. We're going to do that in the microwave for about 40 seconds. Now we just mix the other ingredients in and do a little bit of the allspice, a little bit of salt, and I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of the sucrin brown sugar. And then we just mix it up. Okay, the squash finished about 5 minutes ago. Now we're going to take it out. It's still a little hot. And then what we do is we're going to cut off the edges. So we're going to turn the squash into squares. And then what we do is we just slice the squash into even pieces. And then we're going to transfer it over. You can tell the air fryer cooks them perfectly. It's really my favorite way to cook butternut squash now. Line them up somewhat like this, or arrange it however you want on a plate so that it looks appealing. Stir up your butter and brown sugar and spice mix. there you have it. An alternative side dish for butternut squash for the holidays. I really hope you try this. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you would right now, please go ahead and click like and subscribe and ring the bell.